I agree that it's about the education because I actually was engaged to be married to a white man, to an Italian man, and we were together for 8 years. And I have not been in a relationship since. I don't know if I would actually date outside my race again. There is only really one time that I'm against interracial dating, and that is when you're not allowed to bring your full self to the relationship. Because I was in the relationship where I did not challenge my white partner on his anti-Blackness. And instead, I internalized the way he looked at the Black community too. And so we both were in our gated community house thinking, this is what, needs to happen and blah, blah, blah. When I realized that this man was not invested in the liberation of my community, nor my Black community, nor my LGBT community, but that I was passing. So that means that I'm either going to be with a Black man who also has been educated about his anti-Blackness and about his misogyny and all those things, or I'm going to be with someone who's not Black who understands that, or I'm going to be by my damn self.
So my politics have pretty much been the same ever since I've been 25 years old. When I was 25 when I started to unpack why I was attracted to this white man and engaged to this white man, even though he was not willing to love me. He wasn't willing to defend me, to his family, to the world. We were in the beginning part of our relationship. I was stealth, so no one knew I was trans. We lived in a gated community in Boca Raton, Florida, in a mostly Italian and Jewish community, so no one knew that I was trans. But then we would meet I would have gay friends. We have different folks, and I couldn't even tell them. And so I realized that I was living in his shadow. There was no way that I could be the Angelica Ross living in his shadow. And one thing that I shared with Laverne was that, listen, I'm going to tell you straight up. I unpacked what you are needing to unpack and what you are unpacking a while ago. And I'm telling you, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing for me. And I'm talking about truly. I felt bad about myself when I woke up because I wasn't aware of it. I thought I was just choosing the choices I was choosing because of whatever. But, but when I decolonized my brain and understood the value that is placed on whiteness, the centering of whiteness in our society, and the grooming and conditioning of us to want what whiteness wants. When I woke up from that and started and I gave back the ring, I broke off the engagement and I said, I deserve better than this. Yeah, you're not abusive to me, but you will not fight for me and my rights. Mainly because you're telling me, one of the things that Kat Black pointed out was that a lot of conservative men or men who date trans women like myself will see you or see me as the exception. You're one of the good ones. You don't talk like that. You keep a job. You do this, you do that. So they're not they're like, why are you wanting to get into that? That's not your concern. And, in the trans community, we don't all have the same struggles. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't still stay in solidarity with each other's struggle.